Hi, this is Sweet June coming back at you. Hoping everybody's gonna be having a blessed Thursday. Um, I don't know if you guys are aware. I'm sure everybody that does YouTube creators, content creators, and everybody that watches YouTube. I'm sure you are aware of the COPA thing, the changes YouTube is getting ready to make. I'm a little confused right now because um, they got this Coppola thing that if I guess if you have children videos geared towards children, you gotta go through and say you gotta go through and say whether your videos are geared towards children. I know they said something about. I know I listened to a video to a lady that was talking about all that, and you had to go through and tell whether your videos were for children. I think I did. I went in advance and I checked the one that I'm supposed to cover all the videos. It says my content is not for children because my channel is not for children. Um, but then there's another box that you have to check. I don't know if I have to go through and check each individual video, but it's a pain in the butt. But anyway, I mean, I don't think I have too much to worry about because my videos are not. I don't. This is my channel is not a children's channel, and my videos are not geared towards children. So I'm debating on whether I should. I got some videos with my grandson in them. Debating on whether I should delete those videos. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, it doesn't seem like that particular thing is going to affect me much because I don't. I don't have a child. This is not a children's channel. I mean, my channel is directed towards adults. You know. Now it ain't my fault if a child watches my video, but um, I think it'd be safe to say that my content is not geared towards children. So I think I'll be okay in that area. But then somebody did a video. I watched a video. Somebody came on here and they said something about. Now I checked my emails and I checked my channel and mind you, YouTube hasn't said anything else other than that Copa thing. They hasn't said anything else about making any more changes. But then I watched this channel where they were saying that YouTube said that if your content is not uh, it's something to do with the advertisers. In other words, if you if your content is not advertiser worthy or something like that. In other words, if they can't make any money from your videos, they'll be making cuts. Now, like I said, mind you, I haven't gotten an email or anything from from Google saying that they was gonna do anything like that. When I go onto my channel, um, I don't see anything on there, no notations on there other than the Copa thing. I don't see anything of them remotely even saying anything about that. So I'm a little confused, but some YouTubers been coming on here saying that if your stuff is not advertised there or whatever, in other words, if they can't make any money off of your content, they're gonna be making cuts. I don't know. I don't know how true that is. I don't know because, like I said, I haven't gotten anything from Google or anything to say otherwise. So they said changes to be taking effect, supposedly taking effect. They said first December 10th, and then they said January. So I don't know. Let me know in the comment section. Let me know what you guys know. I'm a little confused. I don't know if they're gonna be making any other changes other than this Copa thing. Um, I don't know. I'm a little confused about that. I mean, because I was about to come on here and rat and rave about YouTube. You know how I do. I keep it 100, and I was about going to rat and rave about Google being greedy. Well, they are greedy. They are greedy. I mean, I think ultimately at the end of the day, the only people that they care about making money is themselves. I don't really think that Google cares anything about any. They don't really care about nobody else making no money. Their main interest is their best interest. But what I think what they fail to realize is that without us content creators, they wouldn't be making any money. Without people loading things onto YouTube, they wouldn't be making no money. See, they don't realize that. Without us, they would not be making no money. Well, I'm not making any. But I mean, if they, my thought is if they do something like this, then you're not giving people that can potentially wind up making money on Google, YouTube is not going to be able to grow their channel to even to do that. I mean, in other words, you're eliminating the possibility, you're eliminating that opportunity from people to possibly make money on here. I mean, you're basically, eliminating. You're not giving people the opportunity to grow their channels and start generating revenue. You're not giving people that opportunity if you do something like that. So I don't know if that's even true. Like I said, I looked at a couple of videos where people were talking about that, but I haven't gotten an email from Google. When I go on my page, the only thing that I see is that COPA thing, as far as the children's contact type situation, but I haven't seen anything else. And I looked at that little video of that lady explaining the whole situation. I haven't seen anything else as far as that. So I don't know. Let me know. Like I said, let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Um, if you heard anything else or what it is that I don't know. I mean, I was going to make some changes, do some upgrades to my channel, and invest a little bit more money into my channel, as far as getting software and getting a vlogging camera. And I was gonna maybe, I'm gonna basically was gonna upgrade my channel. And but I'm not gonna feel comfortable in making that type of investment if my channel is not no longer gonna be here. Say if they're gonna be trying to cut my channel, then I'm not, you know, I don't feel comfortable with making that type of investment. So I'm gonna wait. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait it out in January and see what they do. I'm gonna hold off on making any changes to my channel right now until, because I'm not about to. I'm not gonna. I know they say a lot of people say they were gonna leave YouTube and stuff like that, but I know I was getting frustrated because I had been on here for a number of years um, and I'm still not making any money. And that's because YouTube keeps changing stuff. YouTube just keeps changing stuff. I was able to monetize before, but then they keep changing stuff, and it's all because of greed. I'm just gonna cut to the chase because they're greedy. Um, and then they make these mistakes. I was reading a blog. I was reading on somebody else's channel, reading the comments on somebody else's channel, and somebody made an interesting point. They said, Google makes all these mistakes, and then we got to pay for it. They make the content creators pay for their mistakes. And I said, that's a good point. I said they're the one made these mistakes and everything, because I guess apparently they got fined so many millions of dollars. They got fined a lot of money because something to do with the children's content that they had ads or something directed towards. They was directing they had ads directed towards children, and legally you can't direct anything, something like that. I don't know. It was something to that effect. Well, anyway, that Google, well, they ought to knew that. Google should, first of all, my thought is this: Google should know all the rules. Google should be knowing all this stuff. Google should be doing their homework. They're so busy being greedy, so busy trying to make money. They're not doing their homework and making sure that Google ought to know all this stuff before they shouldn't have had to drop that kind of money. Google should know the FCC, whatever the FCC or whatever they call them folks. Google should know all that. Okay, first of all, right off the bat, Google ought to know all that. They ought to have sense enough to do their homework, common sense to tell you to do your homework and make sure you're complying. They need to be making sure that they're complying with everything that they need to be complying with, so they can avoid these fines and things like that. That's just like anybody that has a business. That's just like if you got a store, or it don't make no difference what kind of business you got. Whatever kind of business you have to make sure that you are complying with the state rules, or I mean, everybody that has a business, um, they got to comply with some type of state licensing type rule, okay? Because you got to have a license to own a business, whether that business is a store or whatever. You have to have some type of license. Okay, well, there's rules that comes with that. You have to comply with whatever it is that the state licensing, whatever, whatever their requirements are. And you have to make sure that you are abreast on those things. You have to make sure that you do your homework and you do your research and you have a full understanding of what the rules are and the laws are. That way you can line up, you can make sure that you're doing everything to comply with whatever it is that the state requires you, state licensing or whatever requires you to do. Okay. And if you're not lining up and to those and meeting up to those requirements, then yes, you can get fined, or they can shut your stuff down. You know what I mean? So my thought is this: YouTube, Google, common sense should have told them to do their research, to do their homework, to make sure that they were complying with, especially when it comes to children. Especially when it comes to children and children's contact, they ought to, that was something that they should have had sense enough to already know that. Okay, that's just like that Mark Zuckerberg dude that owns Facebook. He had it. I remember it was a few months back. He had to go to court because they were violating people's privacy on Facebook. They were violating people's privacy and stuff like that. And the course was he all in court, looked like he about to cry and all this stuff and stuff. And they asking him all these questions. Well, why did you do this? Or why did you allow that? And why did you allow this? Okay, and I think he got fined. I don't know the whole situation with that, but I think he got fined. But all I know, he's sitting up in court, looked like he about to cry and stuff. See, at the end of the day, these folks, they so busy want to make money. See, he's a billionaire. See, they so greedy and they so busy wanting to make money, they're not paying attention to the rules. You got to follow the rules with anything you do in this world. You got to follow the rules. You got to make sure that you're complying. You know, whatever, it don't make no difference what kind of business you own. You got to make sure you're complying with licensing or whatever, the state requirement, licensing requirements or whatever. You have to make sure that you're complying with that. And you have to be fully abreast and fully knowledgeable. If you're a business owner, you got to be a corporation owner. In Google's case, it's a major corporation. And they have to make sure that they're in compliance with the rules and everything, that what it is, they know when the stuff, especially when it comes to children. When it comes to children, you got to be careful with stuff like that. When it comes to kids, when it comes to children, you got to be careful. And they ought to know that. They ought to, because there's strict laws when it comes to children. When it comes to children, everybody know that there's strict laws when it comes to children. Okay, so you got to be careful of the stuff that you allowing to be geared towards children and stuff. What they common sense should have told them that. I mean, I don't even work for Google. Well, not, not other than being a content creator. I don't own the company. I'm not CEO. I got sense enough to know that. I don't own the company. I ain't no president. I ain't no CEO. Okay, I got sense enough to know that. Okay. Now, if I got sense enough to know that, don't they show all the common sense shit? But see, they so busy being greedy. I'll tell you what the problem was. They're so busy being greedy, so busy wanting to make all this money, okay, that they wasn't paying no attention. See, they paid no attention because they're so busy being greedy, want to make all this money, okay, but they're not paying no attention to. That's just like if you own a business and the state tells you you got to do A, B, and C, and you got to make sure that your employees is this and that and this and that, and you got to comply with A, B, and C and D rule and this and that and the other. You so busy trying to make money and everything, you ignore all that stuff. And then in the process of you ignoring all that stuff, you done violated some things. You're gonna be in trouble. Now the state about to ready to come in and shut your stuff down. Okay, so at the end of the day, the Bible say the love of money is the root to all evil. It doesn't say, people get that scripture twisted. It doesn't say money. It didn't say money was evil. It said the love of money. For the love of money is the root to all evil. See? They're greedy. They're greedy. They're so busy worrying about money, making all this money, and then cutting people's. They're so busy altering your content so they can make more money that they wasn't worried about that other stuff. And now they had to drop a whole lot of money. I think it was $100 million they had to drop. So now somebody, that I said, somebody that made that point, that When they make a mistake, they make us pay for it. That's a good point. Why y'all made the mistake? Why we gotta suffer for it? Cause y'all made the mistake. That was y'all bad. That y'all did that. Y'all know I'm gonna keep it 100 on here. You know. And so that was their mistake. Why we gotta suffer for something y'all did? You know. They ought to have sense enough to know what the laws are. And they ought to have sense enough to know that they have to comply with certain things. Now, if they don't, they need to get out of business. If they don't know what they're doing, they need to get somebody in there that don't. If you got whoever's in there now, the president or CEO or whatever or Google, okay, if they don't know, have sense enough to know what's going on, then you get somebody in there that do know what's going on. Okay, get somebody in there that's gonna know the laws and know the compliance and the rules, so you ain't got to keep dropping all this kind of money and being fined and all this kind of stuff. Plain and simple, it's common sense. If the person you got in there ain't doing the job, getting the job done, okay, get somebody else in there that can do the job and make sure that y'all complying and doing what y'all supposed to be doing. How you doing? Okay, I don't even work for the company and I know that. Duh, it's not rocket science. But anyway, I'm fussing. um, I don't know. I know there was people, like I said, there's people talking about, quitting YouTube, and then I know, like I said, I get frustrated, but I have to remind myself of the reasons why I decided to do YouTube. And when I first started, I had to take my mind back to when I first started doing YouTube. When I first started doing YouTube, I didn't even know you could make money off of it. I had no idea you could make money off of YouTube when I first started doing it. I had always wanted to start a YouTube channel, and I had always wanted to do YouTube, just for the fun of it and just being able to do it. I had no idea that you could make money off of it. I didn't find that out till way on down the road. And then I said, well, what is all this? This then they kept this stuff kept popping up about monetization and all this type of stuff. And I said, well, what the heck does that mean? And like I said, it was a long list of stuff that I had to read through. It was anybody that's monetized on here knows what I'm talking about. It's like a whole laundry list of stuff that you have to read through before you click that agree button. And I was procrastinating. I'm a huge procrastinator, so I just kept procrastinating, putting it off. So one day I decided to sit down and take the time to read through all that crap, and I read through 90% of it anyway. 90% of it, I got the gist of what they were talking about. But it was a whole, like a bunch. It was like a long list. It was a long list of stuff that they had on there that you had to read through before you could click agree, so you could start monetizing. So I took the time to read it one day, and I said, after I read it, and I thought about it and everything, I said, okay, I think I do want to monetize. I said, I'm already on here. I might as well make money, right? I might as well make a little money. I'm already on here, right? So ain't nothing wrong with making a little money. I'm already on here. So I clicked it and I decided to start monetizing. And then, I was monetized and everything. And then after a while, I made a little bit of money. If you go back, I did a video talking about I made some coins. I made a little bit of money. It wasn't that much, but I made a little bit of money. And then after I made that little bit of money, they changed the monetization rules. You had to be, because I didn't have over 1,000 scribes, so they changed the monetization rules and said that you had to have 1,000 and more scribes to monetize, and they took away all my monetization that I had. I got videos on here that got thousands of views on them, and I can't make money off of them. So that's what I got frustrated about. I was like, I said, see, YouTube, and I did a video. If you go back, you'll see the video I did on that. And it's talking about how YouTube is greedy. They're greedy. They're so busy making money that they're not paying attention to the rules. They're so busy want to get paid that they're not paying attention to the rules. See, they're not following directions. They're not following the rules. It's common sense. Well, I mean, I taught my 3-year-olds that in about following directions. When I was teaching daycare, preschool, when I was teaching preschool, I taught my 3-year-olds that. Follow directions. Follow directions. Duh. Duh. It's not rocket science. Anyway, I'm cracking on Google. It's simple. It's simple. Follow the rules, follow directions. Duh. We got to do that no matter what we doing in life. What if I go to work and I decide to not pay attention to the rules? Eventually they're gonna be well, you out of here, June. You know, if I get rolled up for it, then that's a warning. Okay, yeah, we didn't give you a warning. We didn't told you. And then after that, if you don't comply, okay, well we'll get somebody else that does comply, that does follow the rules. You know, okay, that's in anything that you do in life. There's some type of rules, and you gotta follow directions, and you gotta comply. That's life. Google, they're not above the law. I hope they don't think they're above the law. They're not above the law. Well, anyway, this video is gonna be a little long. This is a dual topic. I want to talk about. Let me know in the comment section what you guys heard. If you heard anything else other than this couple thing, let me know. Well, give me some info. Because I don't know what's gonna go on in July. I don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, in January. Let's say July. In January, I don't know what's gonna happen. Hit me up in the comment section. Let me know. Anyway, I wanted to touch base right quick on ice iced out YouTubers. I stole that word from my youngest son. These young people with these little sayings and stuff. I stole that term from my youngest son. Iced out. I was gonna do this topic anyway, and I figured this was the perfect time to talk about this, and that's why I figured that's the perfect time to do this topic. My message to the iced out YouTubers, these iced out YouTubers that are making millions of dollars on here. These family channels, and mostly a lot of them are family channels, and they're making millions and millions of dollars on here. And they're literally making millions of dollars. And they iced out. They iced out. They got nice, beautiful homes. They got beautiful cars, and I've watched some of these videos, these family YouTube channels, and some other ones that are making. They're in the millions. They're in the $1 million club of YouTube. They're in Google's $1 million club. They're making millions and millions of dollars on here. They got nice, beautiful homes, beautiful cars. They iced out. They iced out. That's my youngest son saying they iced out. He cracks me up saying that. They iced out. Okay, well, my message to them is this. Y'all know they're getting ready to make this change with the Copa thing with the children's channel. I don't know what's gonna go on with their channels, because I don't have a children's channel, so I ain't got nothing to worry about. Um, y'all know that they getting ready to make this change. Ain't no telling what other changes they gonna make on down the road. And they said something about if you don't comply, you don't check off them boxes and do what you're supposed to do, then you can get fined $43,000. It's supposed to be kind of serious. So the people with the children's channels, that's geared towards children, them family channels and stuff that's geared more towards children. I think they got a little bit of something to worry about, because they said they're talking about finding folks $43,000 if they're not complying or whatever situation is. But my suggestion to them, to the iced out YouTubers that are making millions of dollars here on YouTube, um, even thousands of dollars, if you're making thousands of dollars, the YouTubers that are making thousands of dollars, you got YouTubers that's making in the thousands. My advice to you guys would be to, if I was monetized and I was making thousands of dollars on here, I already said if that ever happened, that I was going to invest. First of all, I was going to invest my money. I was going to get my money into some type of investment. I was going to use that money to create some other, open the door for me to create some other streams of income coming in, just in case something happens with YouTube. I got something to fall back on. and that's common sense. You guys, I hope that you guys ain't so busy buying houses, cars, and jewelry that you're not thinking about long range and long term. Because as you can see, YouTube is flighty. I didn't say that in my other videos. YouTube is flighty. They flighty. They here, they there, they're everywhere. Ain't no telling what they gonna do next. Today they're uh cutting uh making changes with the children's channels, and tomorrow they're gonna be doing something else because they're greedy. Okay, they're greedy, and they're not only greedy, they don't comply with the rules. And when they don't comply with the rules, we get punished for it. Okay, so okay, y'all know all this. Y'all know that Google is flighty. They either greedy or they're not following the rules, and we have to suffer for it. Okay, so if y'all know that, y'all need to start putting y'all money back, and y'all need to start investing y'all money. Okay, and start creating, um, start thinking about some other streams of income you can have coming in other than YouTube, just in case something happens to your channel and you can't make that money no more. Then you can still be able to maintain whatever it is that you got, like your houses or whatever, and pay your bills. Make sure that you're still able to pay your bills. Make sure you got some other stuff going on, so just in case something happened to your channel, that you still can make your money and generate your income. Okay, and I would, if I were you guys, I would start investing. I would start investing. Think about some possible investments. That way, something happens. Um, start saving your money. And doing all that, so that way, if something happens to your channel, you straight. If something happens to your channel, you okay. So that's what my suggestion would be. Because right now, I mean, if my channel is going to be affected, well, I wouldn't make no money on here to begin with. I mean, in reality, I wasn't making no money on here to begin with. I made a little bit of money, but that was it. Okay. YouTube was not paying my bills to begin with, so I wasn't depending on it. So I can't. It's not gonna really be a loss to me because I wasn't making no money to begin with. Okay, and I was already thinking about some other possible ways that I can make money. I was already brainstorming and thinking about other possible ways that I can make money online anyway, because I know how flighty YouTube is. So I wasn't putting all my eggs in one basket as far as YouTube, you know. But if I lose my channel, well, I'm gonna be upset because this is kind of like my out. I'm in a sense will be upset because this is my outlet. It's kind of a form of therapy for me. And it's kind of my outlet, and it's kind of a form of therapy for me. It's kind of therapeutic for me. So I'm not going to say that I ain't going to front. I'm not going to say that, I won't be upset if, I will be kind of upset because it's kind of, this is kind of my outlet. But, but as far as the money part of it, I wasn't making no money to begin with. I ain't going to really lose nothing there because I don't really have anything to lose at this point because I wasn't making no money on here to begin with. So I'm good, as far as that. But what about some of these other people on here that are totally dependent on YouTube revenue? They're like completely dependent on it, Like, and those are the people that I'm kind of concerned about. Like some of the single moms on here, they're really kind of dependent. Line up some other streams of income. That would be my suggestion to you guys. Making sure you start lining up some other streams of income, start investing your money. Y'all should have been doing that in the first place. You should have been doing that in the first place because y'all know how YouTube is. Y'all know how they is. If they're not being greedy, they're not complying with the rules, and then we have to suffer for it. You know what I mean? It's always something with them. They flighty. They flighty. They make too many changes. Okay, everybody know that. So like, if you know that, then you if I start making money on here, if I'm ever given that opportunity, the jury's still out on that. but but if I start making money on here, then common sense is going to tell me to invest my money. I'm going to invest my money, and I'm going to use that money as into possibly start up some other things and get some other streams of income coming in. That way, if something happened to my YouTube channel, I'm good. See, I'm still okay. So that's what I'm saying, you guys. You can't put all your eggs in one basket. That's common sense, especially when you're dealing with these folks, because they own something. Everybody know that. Okay. That's my advice to the iced out YouTubers and the YouTubers that are making millions of dollars, and the YouTubers, even the ones that's making the $1,000 and the $1,000,000, the YouTubers that's a part of the $1,000 and the $1,000,000 club. Okay, that's my advice to you. Y'all got to have you some plan Bs. Plan B, plan C. Go down the whole alphabet if you have to. That's what I always say. I got to have me a plan B. Oh, shoot. Forget that. I'll go down the whole alphabet if I have to. I always have you some stuff backed up just in case. Okay. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Like I said, give me that information. If you got any more information about what's going on with these folks, hit me up in the comment section. Let me know. Even if my channel does get cut, if my channel is on the chopping block and I get cut, I may keep my Facebook page, and I may try to post some stuff on there for you guys. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I still gotta think about it yet. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. Hit that comment section. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Not that's gonna do me any good. I don't know. But hit that like, subscribe, and share button anyway. And hit that notification. Do that anyway, as usual. Um, and I will be coming back at you with some other interesting video topics. I'm gonna keep on going until they say I can't go no more. Okay. Coming back at you. Peace and love. This is Sweet Jude.